This is usually how I start off a video, but yeah. Holy shit! In this episode, we're going to be checking out the Nerf rival Nemesis. Something I never thought I'd be able to say. So to start off, I'm Australian and I have a Nerf rival Nemesis in my hands. This is pretty damn freaking sweet because these have not come out over here and these are a very, very expensive blaster. So to have one in my hands, able to showcase for you guys, is pretty special. So to start off, no, this is not my blaster. I really wish it was because it is so much fun. This is actually Ben's Mods blaster. If you want to go check him out, links in the description, or you can check out the card here. Go check him out, awesome modder. Another Australian guy, he does some awesome work, so definitely go check him out. But this is his Nemesis that he got from America and he's given to me to commission, so I'll tell you what I've done to it. So pretty much just a standard rewire. He wanted to keep the same paint job because we can't get these over here, so painting one up is a bit and definitely being a Nemesis. I don't know how many are in Australia, I'm pretty sure it's less than 5. So that is pretty special as well. So if he wanted to paint one, I would say paint a blue one because they look like crap. Definitely don't paint a red one because they're the best looking ones. So the rewire I did is like a 2-switch, rapid strike, hyperfire, anything like that. It's actually the same loom that Incendio runs off. Is put into this, so it's a 2-switch loom. So the loom consists of motor braking for the pusher, the 2 flywheels up here. All the locks have been removed, so if I take the big hopper off, it will still rev. And that's pretty much just taking out a lock and bypassing it. And it's just for smoothness of the blaster, really. You don't want to have to wait until your hopper's back on to start revving up again, where you can just keep it at a steady rev pace, and then once it's slapped back on there, or you finish reloading, you can get straight back into revving. Also remove the lock, so if you want to rev with the door open, you can. And again, just for smoothness of the blaster, you can literally sit there, have it revving, and just keep on tipping balls in and just completely obliterating the other team. So this blaster is probably going to be hitting above 100 FPS now, running on a 3S Lipo, 2.2 amp hour Lipo. Still running the stock motors because the stock motors in these blasters are actually so beefy and can definitely handle the current that we're pushing it with the Lipo. And then just got it running through 2 nice beefy micro switches. So just a review on the Nemesis, I guess. This is my first time really holding a rival blaster besides the Apollo. This would have to be the most expensive Nerf blaster out of the box I've ever held, because I know this is nearly going for 200 in America, and to get this over here would have probably costed Ben a lot of money. So I was pretty anxious working on it, but sometimes you just got to get in there and get it done. It's like any other blaster, really. Don't be scared to get in there. Just, it was a lot of fun to do and definitely reaps the rewards. I've actually limited myself to 4 balls in the hopper so that I don't go spraying the balls everywhere and lose them. An opinion on this blaster, it's very expensive for what you're actually buying. Once you get in there, it's so simple. Like, it is the most simplest setup you could ever think of. But I would say it is worth the money, but it's definitely quite an investment. If you want to stay with Nerf darts, definitely stay with Nerf darts because you're not really missing out on anything. It's a lot of fun. I know that in Australia, we're not even going to rival convert over here because it's so much money to import everything, and to try and go rival over here is just pretty much impossible. But if I was in America and rival was an easy access thing for me, I would definitely consider picking up a Nemesis. It is one of the best Nerf blasters that Nerf has ever made, if not the best in the last 10 years. It's an absolutely incredible blaster. Highly recommend picking it up. The handle's nice and beefy, really comfy to choke up onto and hold. The stock's actually a little bit short. For larger people, I would say they'd want it a little bit bigger, but for someone my size, it's very nice and comfortable. Definitely get it right into your shoulder, aim down sights, start spraying away. Good iron sights on this too. I like the iron sights. It's got a little flip up at the front as well. It's quite odd how it flips frontwards though. It looks so weird when you flip it down like that. Very front heavy, I would say. Very front heavy. All the mechanics are pretty much located in the front of the blaster anyway. So that's pretty much why the batteries were back here, to kind of balance out the weight. But then this blaster would probably weigh about 5 kilos, and that's quite heavy for a Nerf blaster. So with the Lipo in the back here, it makes stuff so much lighter. Just drop it in, got the XT60 line in here, so you just plug it in and then put your battery cover back on and you're good to go. You can screw it down, but I like how it's kind of that pull out method, so if you want to just leave it in there like that, it's not going to come off, it's not going to move, but if you want to take it off, there you go, nice and easy. A little side note for this blaster, you are going to get so much hop up with this. I was standing 10 meters away from the fence that I usually fire at, and I was firing away and I was noticing the balls were arcing up at about 7 meters, going all the way over the fence and then coming back down, getting about 20 meter ranges. So those long tags are definitely out there and you can go get them, but you're definitely going to have to kind of counter for the hop up, kind of aim a bit lower so they hop up and then fly back down. So just a little side note, kind of call it a con if you want, but the rate of fire is absolutely insane, so I'm pretty sure you're going to hit your target. So that's pretty much it, guys, so let's take you outside and show you some more firing. So that brings us to the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, I really do appreciate it. If you liked this video and me checking out the Nemesis, I think it's pretty cool that I'm Australian and I've got to hold a Nemesis and modify one. If you want to catch up with me when I'm not making videos, check out my Facebook and Instagram links in the description. As always, I'll see you in the next one.